Welcome to the Clegg YouTube channel. This section is Evo-Sync and it's all about health and well-being. So we're going to talk about something interesting today, something we do very often, and this thing is, well, see if you can guess. You do it 16 times per minute, you do it 960 times an hour, you do this 23,000 times a day, and believe it or not, you do it 8.5 million times a year. Yeah, you guessed it, it's breathing. And if you live to 80 years old, you would actually do, on average, 673 million breaths. And that's quite interesting because it's something we're doing consistently. Even if we don't think about it, it's always happening within the system. We know we can last 3 weeks without food, we can last 3 days without water, but you can only actually last about 3 minutes without oxygen, so without breathing properly. And it's really important to understand how breathing kind of benefits in your life, and it can also cause issues if it's not done properly. So, what are the 10 reasons why correct breathing is essential for life? Number 1, longevity. So to be able to breathe in a consistent breathing manner can help, studies have shown, to help you live longer. Number 2, it can help you to decrease stress and have stress management. You know, sometimes when you're about to be in a meeting or you've got something, a big sporting event, you can hyperventilate and it can actually cause a lack of oxygen to get into the system. So correct normal breathing can help you to reduce stress. Good breathing, number 3, good breathing can help to detoxify the body. Getting the right oxygen in, getting the carbon dioxide out of the system is really important to keep the freshness and the delivery of oxygen in and out of the body. Number 4, it increases energy level. You know, when you're doing sport, you know in life, if you're not getting the right amount of oxygen and you want to try and produce an activity, whether it's a sprint or a run or a jog, without oxygen, without taking them deep breaths when you're tired, it's hard for the muscles to function properly. Number 5, organ function. Very similar. The organs themselves, the different organs within the system, whether it's the liver, the kidney, the heart, they need oxygen so they can work at the proper rate, so therefore the system stays healthier for longer. Number 6, it improves your posture. When you breathe properly, you allow your lungs to expand, you allow your rib cage to expand to the side, it allows you a little rise of the head, and you get a nice position, a nice posture. Good breathing, very upright. Poor breathing, your posture's a little bit over, you don't allow your lungs to expand to the maximal capacity, therefore the efficiency of the breath is quite poor. Number 7 is the efficient exchange of blood into the system. So the blood itself needs to be oxygenated through the red blood cells which capture the oxygen which can go into the system, and you know, with your arteries and your veins, the ones which are rich with oxygen are very red, and the ones which are blue are the veins coming back which have been deoxified. Okay. Number 8, it helps to reduce inflammation. Again, when people are suffering from some type of chronic disease or some type of injury, you can get inflammation, you can have issues throughout the entire system, so oxygen into the right areas allows to reduce the inflammation within the system. Number 9, it improves your digestion. Studies have shown that breathing properly, allowing yourself to be in a relaxed, calm state when you're eating or when you're drinking, decreases the chances of ulcers. It helps you to digest your food, so therefore the nutrients can be flushed around the body, so therefore all the different elements which are within the food can be broken down within the gut and help you to be a healthier human, so therefore you can be as productive as you possibly can at work and in your sports. And then the one which links into last week is it allows you to have restful sleep. It's been shown that it can improve insomnia, and it helps to eradicate sleep disorders, and this is because of the relationship in the autonomic nervous system We have two systems which work. One is the sympathetic nervous system, which works on a fight or flight idea, and this is when you're in a from our history from a long time ago, when we was in environments which were very dangerous. The system, the inbuilt system was, if you're hunting and suddenly you get attacked by a lion, the system just turns on the sympathetic nerve waves, your blood pressure shoots up, your heart rate increases, and you just got to basically sprint and escape. And that works really well for survival. However, in the current workplace now, we are constantly fed this issue after issue, whether it's, is the bus going to be late, we've got the children ready, what time is it, because there's a deadline we need to be in. So there's a continuous adrenaline, a continuous cortisol flow within the system, and unless you learn to control that through breathing, which is called controlling the autonomic system through parasympathetic nerve waves, this helps you to get into a moment or into a system of rest and digest. So therefore the body relaxes more, it digests its food, and it's in a more now moment. And one of the things we'll be talking a lot is about being in the moment, the power of now, and not so always rushing here, there and everywhere, because this is major stress, and the Western world has just become a little bit obsessed through deadlines, making money, and now a lot of people are struggling with mental health issues. They're struggling with all types of demands on the system. They hyperventilate, they don't sleep well, there's inflammation through the body, the system's not producing the right amounts of neurochemicals into the system which help with getting rid of sugars in the right way, so we have diabetes. So these are the things where breathing in itself can actually help all these aspects. And one of the systems I want to show you now is a system which gets used all over the world. It's a very common system, and it helps you to relax, especially in stressful environments, or especially when you want to try and go to sleep at night time. It's called the 4-7-8. It's very simple. If you want to get nice and posture aligned, okay, you want to be able to breathe in, but you don't breathe in through the chest, it's all through the diaphragm. The diaphragm is a muscle which is actually in your internal cavity, and when you breathe with your diaphragm, it actually expands the amount of air, the oxygen what can get into your lungs, and therefore it creates space. And through this, it actually pushes your organs down, and it allows oxygen to get into your lungs. And we don't want to be breathing from the top of our lungs. We want our lung capacity to be fulfilled throughout the entire region, especially the lower regions. So as you put your hands at the side, as you breathe in, your actual stomach should come out a little bit, and your ribs should flare to the side. So the way we're going to do it is a 4-second breathe in, 7-second hold, 8-second breathe out. And we'll just try this 5 or 6 times, and this will just give you a nice idea of a good way to help you to get into that parasympathetic nerve waves to help you to relax. Okay, so get yourself organised, use your ribs and your hands at the side just to get used to the feeling. So we'll breathe in, nice deep breath using your nose, expanding your stomach and your ribs to the side. Okay, are you ready? Okay, breathe in. 3, 4, hold for 7, 6, 7, breathe out for 8. 7, 8, breathe in for 4, hold for 7, 6, 7, breathe out for 8. 6, 7, 8, breathe in for 4, 3, 4, hold it for 7, 5, 6, 7, breathe out on 8, 6, 7, 8, last one, breathe in for 4, 3, 4, hold for 7, 5, 6, 7, breathe out for 8, 6, 7, 8, and just breathe normally. And even now you maybe feel like you just go into a bit of a calmer state, and that should feel quite nice. And this type of breathing activity, you notice me, I just rock forward and back slightly. It's less of a vertical up and down, it's more of a forward and back. And this is used a lot with the special forces. It's used a lot to help people in very, very intense situations to be able to calm their nerves, so therefore they can act at a very high level. So this is called the 4-7-8 breathing system. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you understand why breathing is so important. We do it very, very often, and it's certainly something we should learn to master as a human being, really. And ultimately, this can be a process to help you with the rest of your life. So they were the 10 reasons why breathing is important, and the 4-7-8 system of breathing. See you soon.